So it's the beginning of a new year, a time to make goals, resolutions, and have lots of joy throughout the year. So today I'm going to show you how to make a joy jar. What's a joy jar, you may ask? Well, stick around and I'll let you know. So what you'll need for this project is a jar of any kind. You'll need your glue gun, scissors, measuring tape, and whatever ribbon you would like to put on your jar. And if you want to put like a flower, you could put a flower or a bow or whatever you would like to do. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just make sure it's nice and clean, because if you get it at a store, a lot of times it'll be dusty. So just clean it out really good. Make sure it's all nice and clean, especially on the outside. And then you're going to measure it so you know how long to cut the ribbons that will be going around your jar. Once you have your jar measured, go ahead and measure out your ribbons that you're going to put around your jar. So for this jar, I measured that it was 9.5 inches around. So I went ahead, I actually cut it just a little bit longer just to make sure that my measurements were right. I figured I could just trim it later. So for this project, I decided to do 3 different types of ribbon and layer them on top of each other. I just thought they were really cute and that it would give the jar a little bit more depth. As you can see, I just did a little bit of hot glue on the top to keep it steady, and then once I was sure that was gonna stay, I went ahead and proceeded to glue it right down the center. Then I did the same thing with the third piece of ribbon. Just trimmed it up a little bit, made sure it was secure on the end, and then went right down the middle. I did find that when I put the hot glue on the lower ribbon, it was easier than putting it onto the top ribbon and then putting it down onto the lower ribbon. As you can see, I did get it just a little bit too long, so I had to trim it up just a little bit, but that's okay. So after making sure it fit around, I put a little glue to secure the end. Then every couple of inches, I just added a little dot just to keep it secure, that it wouldn't slip up and down on the jar itself. It was actually quite easy because I don't know if you could see it in the video, but the jar has like flat, it's not perfectly round, it's more like an octagon, so it would have like a little flat spot, so that's where I ended up putting the glue so it would stick. Once I got it all secured down, I noticed that the ends were kind of sticking up a little bit. I wanted them to be more flat, so I just tacked those down so they wouldn't come up. When I was trying to put the flower on, I noticed that the little stem was kind of getting in the way. So I ended up taking the stem off and actually trying to make it a little smaller. I took some of the petals off. So once I got it down, I just did a good size amount of hot glue and stuck it onto the jar. And it's done. Quick and easy. Okay, so there you have it. I made my cute little jar. I had to mess with the flower a little bit. It was extending just a little bit too long. So I took all the backing, the little plastic parts, and just glued the petals on, the group of petals on one on top of the other, so it would lay a little bit more flat. So I covered the seam so you can't see the seam, and there you have it. So now I bet you're asking, so what's a joy jar? Okay, so here it is. It's a new year. It's a time to reflect on all the things that make us happy and joyful. So what you do with the jar is every day you write on a piece of paper something that brought you joy, and you put it in your jar, and then at the end of the year, or even throughout the year, you pull those days of joy out and read them and let you know how much joy you have in your life. So there you have it, your own little joy jar. Okay, you can also make other things. You could put treats in it. You could put chores in it for your kids, and they have to pull out a chore, and that's what they do. You could do all sorts of things with these cute little jars. Make them as gifts. But for me, this is my joy jar. And every day I'm going to put something in it that brings me joy. And then at the end of the year, I'm going to find out what brought me joy. A quick, easy, simple craft that if I can do it, you can do it. If you like this kind of content, give it a big thumbs up. And please don't forget to subscribe and push that bell notification for when the next video comes up, you'll be notified. And until next time, I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye!